Hello, and welcome to Global Wellness for All podcasts. My name is Laleh Hancock, and I'm going to be your host every week, every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Lisbon time, as we do this journey and adventure of wellness in all parts of our lives. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Global Wellness for All podcasts. My name is Laleh Hancock, and I am your host, and I'm going to be here by myself today. Um, we had lots of shows lined up, and the one that actually wanted to be shared is to talk a little bit more about adding wellness into your life with all that's going on in the world. I know every single person around the world has had some things that have come up for them, for their personal lives, for their business during the different lockdowns and what's going on with people and COVID. And it doesn't mean that it's not important what's happening around the world. It's actually very important. But where I'd like to have this conversation is not from the problems, not from what's not working right now, but actually getting us to focus our creative energies on different possibilities. I traveled to a different city in Portugal a few days ago. It's almost as if my body knew I had to be here, and as they're going to be rolling out the next set of lockdowns effective tomorrow. And I met with a colleague yesterday talking about her new business and different things that are going on. And during our meeting, she actually received a phone call and asked if she could just take a break and take this call. And one thing that was really interesting to me is that the person who was calling her was this powerful executive, this person that had spent many years building a hotel chain that has been nurturing, caring, and has had repeat clients coming year after year after year. And as you know, with COVID, a lot of people haven't been traveling. Some have. There are places like the last hotel I was staying at. There are people traveling, and the hotels have had to look at their business different. And when this person called, she was actually calling in panic. She was calling because she had heard the information on the news and more information coming out in the next day to the new restrictions of what's going to happen, and that they were going to be as they were possibly in April of this year. And she was waiting to hear the news before she could decide what's going to happen with her hotel. Will she open it? Will she not open it? And the other questions that went along with it: if I open, what's it going to look like? Like, what are we going to have? How many staff members? How many rooms are we going to have open? But in her conversation, everything was not about possibilities. It really was about fear, the unknowns, which the whole world is actually experiencing right now. But if you go with the focus of the uncertainty, the problems, the challenges, that's the only thing that your creative energy can focus on. What you think, what you choose to say, it's your actions, your words, your thoughts, your feelings. They actually exponentialize with your creative energy and get physically created. So, more than ever, when we're talking about bringing more wellness, whether it's your physical health, whether it's your financial health, whether it's your business's wellness, whatever it is that's going on. And right now, we have a lot going on. What other areas are possible for you to actually focus your creative energy? And I know personally for me, my whole world, my businesses, everything has revamped. And it's so easy for us to compare to yesterday, compare to last year, and therefore go into wrongness. But by you going into wrongness, you're actually not allowing the business to grow. You're not giving the energy, the creative energy the business requires to get its voice out in the world. Your business then mimics your energy. And a lot of times we've done that because we make it be about our business. Your business is not your business, it has its own consciousness. And there was this consciousness that wanted to physically come alive with you or whoever actually started the business. And it desires to thrive and grow. So, what if the way that we've been looking at businesses during these challenges or any other moment is only one option you have? What if there's infinite other options? But until you're willing to take your focus and your creative energy away from this being the only option, you won't know what they are. Tool number one: yesterday is the spilled milk, and you need to wipe it and say goodbye to it. So often, we act like yesterday is so significant and has to be part of today and part of the future. There's some truth to this. You do create the tomorrows and the futures with where you are today. But if today you're only focused on yesterday, all the new energies that are available, all the new possibilities that are available, all the new ideas that are available, you have to shut them out because they don't match yesterday's reference point. So the first step is truly to be grateful, because when you've got gratitude, you're at a higher frequency. You're not allowing those monkey thoughts to interfere and get in your way and to distract you. If you are thinking, you are stinking. Why is that? Because you're going away from your knowing. You're going to what you think might be the options instead of asking a question. You know, it's funny because for me, I've been in business over 30 years, and I always thought that my creativity and being able to come up with the greatest solutions always, no matter what crap was going on at work, with the employees, with the clients, no matter what was going on, all the creative juices that brings these other possibilities, I always thought was my logical mind. And it wasn't until, I would say, in the last 10 to 15 years that I realized that's actually my knowing. I used to call it my gut instinct, but like, it's your awareness, it's your knowing. And if you allow, the future whispers to us. It whispers through your business, through your body. You will receive information, but you have to get out of your head. So, gratitude for yesterday, and then say goodbye. So, now would you be willing to actually destroy and uncreate everything that you projected your business was yesterday, what it can be, and also the clients? Like, everything you've defined about who your clients are, who they're not, who's going to come, who's not going to come, who's even allowed to come and not allowed to come. Would you be willing to let all of those go? Because it's that moment that you make it so solid to who can come, when they can come, why they can come, that you build this foundation and the concrete becomes so solid. You can't allow the flexibility, you can't allow the other avenues of possibilities, the other creative ideas, the ways that your business's voice would like to actually go out and bring clients to itself can only go based on what you are defining it to be. So when you let go the definition, what you do is you now opened up your net. The business net has now expanded, and now you are inviting a greater world. I know so many people, their businesses were just local. They would only have clients coming in into their stores. I mean, even dance studios. One of my interviews, if you guys noticed from the early episodes, was my friend Carolyn, who actually she's a choreographer, a dance teacher, and her participants were people over 50, and majority of them were over 70 years old. They didn't know anything about Zoom. They didn't know anything about coming into a video conference to dance together. But the willingness to say, hey, what are the other options? What are the other ways that we can do our business? What are new business ideas we haven't even considered yet? And you open up this pathway for all the ideas to come. Please know, no matter what's going on in the world, gratitude, our willingness to be grateful for everything, the craziness, the good, the bad, the ugly, is what brings the other options. If you only focus on illness, your body will create illness. You know how many people have said, oh, I'm sick of this, and then their bodies got sick? Because your body has no point of view. It's this magical, magical thing that's your best friend. It's here to create with you. And guess what? It listens to you and becomes your creative energy in the creation and actualizations of things. So you're like, oh, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. Your body's like, oh, we have to get sick. And boom, you're sick. Just pay attention to different moments in your life. And also, when I'm talking, go with light or heavy. When it's light, it resonates with you and your points of views. And if it's heavy, it means it may not resonate with you. It may not be your truth. Doesn't mean it's wrong. It just may mean that it's just not going to work for you or not going to resonate with you. And with the business, we have to stop judging the businesses. The minute we go into judgment, we kill every single creative energy that we've been putting into the products, into the services, into the blogs, into the websites, and whatever it is, that all the mediums that you get to share the voice of your business with. So I'm going to ask you, would you be willing to let go all the ways you've judged the business, all the ways you've judged your bank account? And instead, if we could just let all of that go and just be grateful for where you are right now. Okay, I have €1 in the bank. I have $1 in the bank. Okay, be grateful for what you have, what you acknowledge you have, and you're grateful for has the ability to grow. What you judge to be wrong, what you judge to be not enough, you add your creative energy to create more of that. Have you noticed you complain about a bill? You don't want to pay a bill. Guess what happens? More bills come in. Because now you have made the bills the significant thing instead of your creative outlet to go generate, create, and actualize different services, different possibilities. The good news is it doesn't matter what you did 10 minutes ago, 10 seconds ago. Every 10 seconds, you could choose something different. So I'm going to ask you, if you no longer had to make you or the business wrong, and you could just destroy and create all of those paths, now what would you like to choose? We have to choose. When we choose, we activate the creative energies. We activate that ask going out into the universe. We invite and give permission for the energies to come in, the ideas to come in, the money to come in. You have to be willing to ask to allow it to come in. Now, if it's money you require and desire, cool, ask for it. But just know money is not just the cash. Okay. So, what is it that you would like to add to your life and living today? What is it you'd like to add to the business today? What would the business like to add to itself today? Because if you also allow the business to be its own creative force, you allow its own consciousness to gift and contribute, your business will work for you instead of you working for your business. So, everywhere you have made you be the boss and the business be your slave, would you be willing to let all of that go and destroy and create all of it? Now, what would the business like to add to itself today? Now, where can you contribute? Okay, you're here also to contribute to the business. You're contributing your energy, but who else could you add to the business today? What else can you add to the business today? When you ask those questions, you're inviting new systems, new ideas, new clients, new revenue streams from coming in. So when you allow those revenue streams to come in, it could be those surprise moments of you get a check or someone just pays you via PayPal, because you are now opening the floodgates to allow the business not to have one source of receiving, but for it to have infinite sources of receiving coming in. Now, you have other options. You can sit and complain. You can sit and say everything is wrong and play that. If that works for you, try it for 5 minutes. Try it for 10 minutes. Try it for a day. See what that creates. And then at any moment, you can also say, now I'm going to destroy and create all of this. What else is possible I haven't considered before? And this is one of my most favorite tools from Joy of Business and Access Consciousness. And when you are willing to, no matter what's going on, ask a question, is when you are inviting possibilities. You're inviting the universe's contribution. You invite the birds to contribute, the sun to contribute. You also invite the people that could be a gift and contribution. Maybe it's someone who wants to come partner with you. Maybe it's someone who would like to buy your business. There's a lot of ways to change the frequency of what's going on in your business, but it starts with you and what is in your head. Because your points of views will create the reality that you're living, that your business is living. And a lot of it is insane thoughts. They're those monkey thoughts. They're not even things that you even know you cognitively have. It's these things that we grew up with. It might have been a statement your mom or dad made about business. It might have been about money. It might have been about your health. I mean, how many doctors tell you, oh, your mom has high blood pressure, therefore you're going to have high blood pressure? Because you do. You hear it, you make it yours, and your body creates it. I know, it sounds really crazy, but it's true. So now, even with your body, no matter what illness, no matter what's going on in your physical body, your body's gifting you information. And if you give your body permission, you will allow your body to create a whole new world of possibilities. So everything you've decided about what your body can do, what it can't do, what it can be, what it can't be, you know, how well it is, how unhealthy it is, whatever it is, all of this at this second, would you be willing to let go all those 10 seconds, all the 10 seconds that have ever been something that you aligned and agreed with or resisted and reacted to, and just let it go and destroy and create all of it? Okay, now what is possible with your body that you don't think is possible? But if you would allow the possibilities would create a different reality for you and your body. Now, anything you've ever chosen that doesn't allow you to have more information and awareness, will you now let that go? Will you destroy and create all of that? Success for you and your business starts with you. Even if you work for another company, it's not your business. Where you focus your thoughts and energy is where you're actually creating today and creating the future. And this is why it's so important to let go every single day of whatever it was, whatever that foundation was, because you create projected futures with it. So, all the projected futures that you've already put in place to have your business fail, to have your business be difficult, for your business to struggle, for your finances to struggle, and everything you align those creative energies to that, can we just say, time out? No, no, no more. Okay, up until now, I've chosen this. Now I choose different. Now I'm going to destroy and create all of this. Now I'm going to ask, what other possibilities are available right now to be physically actualized? Just leave it, because when you ask the question, it's not about the answer. You allow the question to go out so that your creative juices can perceive and get awareness and information and be able to pull those possibilities in. So, the craziest thing in the world, when you are happy, when you have joy, the earth is actually healthier, your body is healthier, your business is healthier. So, one of the tools actually is, how much fun can I have today? How much fun can I have with my business today? How much fun can I have with, you know, bringing in clients today? Because when you're willing to be that space of joy, that space of possibility, that space of fun, guess where your creative juices go? To that. And guess what happens? You become the magnet. You bring in the ease, you bring in the joy, you bring in the fun, and the business pulls it in, pulls it in, pulls it in. So, coming back to my story of this young lady yesterday on the phone, I was just so perceiving how much she was being the magnet of problems, struggles, and literally not being willing to be the choosing one. She's letting the world choose for her. And I know that's something we all think is our only option. Of course, the government has power. However, what if you can have your own power? What if you could choose what the future of your life and business are going to be? What if there's not one option? Because when we all align to there's only one option, all the other options, they'll never be seen, they'll never be heard, because we're not choosing them. But the minute you're willing to say, you know what? I'm very grateful for this. Thank you so much for this information, dear government. Okay, what are my options? What choices do I have available I haven't considered yet? What would my body choose? What would the business choose? What are the possibilities the business has we've never considered before? And now, let's pull those possibilities in. And please, every day, be willing to let go all the decisions and judgments you've made about the business, who it is, what it is, where it can be, who the clients are, what the revenue streams are. Because when you have those limitations, the business is like handcuffed. You don't give the business permission to go out and be its voice and to pull in what it needs to be successful and to thrive. So I wonder, what is possible for you, your health, your wellness, your business's wellness that you've never considered before. And if you allowed the possibilities, now would create different realities for you, your life, your living, the business, your health, your relationships, and anything that doesn't allow you to be, know, perceive, receive, have the awareness. Would you destroy and create all that? One of the things that I was telling my friend yesterday is like, I'd like to work with all these businesses because I would like them to know something else is possible. There are other ways that we can let go of all the stuff that's limiting the business and allow us to shine, allow us to actually let the business shine. And I have something coming up called the Joy of Business Introduction. So I have something coming up. It's called the Joy of Business Intro class. And I'd like to invite you all to it because when we are willing to look at our business differently, when we're willing to actually give ourselves permission to be different, there's a whole new world that becomes available that has never existed before. So, if you would like to add more wellness to your life and to your business, join me. Join me. We have sessions, we have private sessions, we have coaching, we have workshops, seminars, we do all around the world to empower people to know something else is available. And so often, the things that we actually think are limiting us isn't limiting us. We are the greatest limiters of our lives because there is no one and nothing more powerful than you. So, thank you guys for being here on today's episode. If I could ever be of a contribution and service, please message us. You can go to globalwellnessforall.com/contact and message, and the girls will be happy to assist you. But I really, really wonder, like, just right now, from this conversation that you've been listening to, which, by the way, thank you for being here and listening. What have you already changed? Because the minute we acknowledge, we don't have to know everything that changed, but say, you know what? I changed something. That's when you allow the changes to actually happen. You allow those changes to exponentialize. So, what else is now possible with you and your business that didn't exist before? And what else can you choose now that you've never considered before? And how much fun can you have with your business? Our businesses are not serious. We make them so serious, but that's one of those lies that we learn growing up. Business is serious. Business is tough. Making money is hard. These are all these points of views we bought as real, but they don't have to be true for you anymore. So everyone's lies and inventions and, stories about business, will you please just say, okay, now I let it go. What else is possible now? Okay, guys, thank you so, so much for being here. I'm so, so grateful for you. And I look forward to seeing you guys really soon. And remember to share. I wonder who else this conversation might be a contribution for. See you guys next week. Bye, guys. Thank you for being here with us, whether you were listening or watching. We are so grateful for you. and we need your help. We would love to spread the seeds of wellness all around the world. Will you assist us? You can subscribe below. You can subscribe in Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube. We are everywhere. And we ask, would you be willing to actually spread this to others that you may know who can actually be contributed with the tools and resources to bring more wellness into their life and into their bodies?